Yo, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video. For any of you guys that are new here, my name is Levi. Now, in today's video, we are going to be talking about, does running kill your strength, or does it hinder your strength at all whatsoever? Now, before we get into that, I do want to mention that I am currently on a marathon prep. If you guys want to go check out that series, I would say that probably a couple episodes are out by the time that this video comes out. I also did just get done with a powerlifting comp, as some of you guys know, which kind of made me, I would say, make this video, or influenced me making this video. I actually got a lot of questions during my powerlifting competition prep, if my running, because I was running at the time as well, if my running was hindering my strength at all, or how I was even able to keep up my strength or increase my numbers in strength while running. You guys just want the simple, basic answer to the question, does running, I would say, take away from your strength? At face value, no, it doesn't. So if that satisfies some of you guys, then you guys can walk away from this video and just carry on with the rest of your day. But if you guys are interested as how running actually impacts your strength and whatnot, I'm gonna break that down in this video as to why it doesn't, but it also could, if that makes sense. Let's just get this straight. Running will not, and I would say will not, affect your muscle mass. The only way running will affect your muscle mass is if you are some, I would say, certified insane runner who's putting in 70-mile weeks, you're eating in a calorie deficit, you're at 7% body fat, and you are just super avid about running. I would say that is when you're going to have a hard time with putting on muscle, but it would only, I would say, take away from your muscle to a certain extent. But that's totally different. That would be like transitioning all the way from being a weightlifter to a runner. Although I just mentioned that running has really no effect on your overall muscle mass, we all know that muscle mass is not the only thing that affects your strength. So for example, anytime I'm in the gym, or sometimes when I'm in the gym, I should say, there's a kid in the gym who is not nearly as muscular as me, but for whatever reason, he is throwing up some serious weights. Now, there could be a genetic factor, there could be other minuscule factors that really I can't go into depth on because they're just very minuscule and it's a rare cadence. But one of the things that also contributes to your overall strength, which is huge, is energy expenditure. Right now, I'm making this video, right? I'm expending energy into making this video. Literally, if I move my arm like that, I'm expending energy. Right now, I am just expending energy sitting here talking to the camera. What do you think running does? It expends a crap ton of energy. What do you think sitting down and going to school all day and doing all this does? It expends a lot of energy. And what do you think strength training does? It expends a lot of energy. What does that mean in terms of, does running affect your strength? Well, in my honest and brutal opinion, it doesn't have to. The reason I said that it doesn't have to is because we as humans, every single day, get to decide where we expend most of our energy. So right now I'm sitting in this chair, recording this video, I'm expending energy, and I'm just expending energy, right? But if I were to try to do this later on the night, I probably wouldn't. Why? Because I'm tired. And a lot of you guys know when you try to do an activity before you go to bed, you're tired. Now let's take this same whole concept with me recording right now compared to me trying to do it later at night when I'm tired, and put it into the whole powerlifting and running, or strength training and running. Some of you guys know I recently prepared for a powerlifting meet. If you guys haven't gone, check out that video. Super sick, strongly suggest you guys go and check it out. But I told you guys that I was gonna be doing my lifts before my run. And the reason for that was because I knew I could expend more energy into my lifts and get a better result. In other words, just get stronger from expending more energy in my lifts compared to my runs. Now, does that mean that I can't go do a decent 5-mile run afterward, or that I can't do running at all after my lift? No, it just means that the energy that I expend into that run will not be as good. So to give you guys a good example, or a better example just with numbers, let's just say I really want to hit 315 on bench, right? And it requires a lot more, I would say, training for me, but I also want to hit a sub 5-mile, right? Okay, well, if I want to do that, I'm going to have to give and take for one of those, because if I want to hit a 315 bench, I'm going to need as much energy as I can to hit that 315 bench. So if I go try to run a mile afterward and try to get a sub 5, it's probably not going to happen, because I just expended more of my energy because I chose to expend it in the weight training section. That's why I said it doesn't have to. It just depends where you expend your energy. It also doesn't mean just because you're, strength training doesn't mean that you can't run. It just means that if you decide to put all of your energy expenditure into your lift, your run performance isn't going to be that good, but it doesn't mean that you can't run at all. So I just want to briefly talk about my experience in strength training and like running and whatnot, and what has really affected me, because I competed at 2 different events at 2 different weights. And one of the events, which was the recent one, I was running and I was strength training, and then the other one I was preparing for a body show and doing a powerlifting like comp at the same time. Now, I just want to emphasize just the fact that the energy is the biggest factor here with that whole comparison. So for my most recent powerlifting comp, I was heavier, I was still running, and I had my best lifts, right? Because I had a lot of energy compared to, I was getting ready for a, bodybuilding show. I was only 2 weeks out. I was super deprived of food and everything. I literally could not lift the same amount of weight then as I could now. And I wasn't even running when I was doing my bodybuilding prep. I was just walking on the treadmill for 30 minutes. So I want to emphasize the fact that energy expenditure is going to be the determinant of whether your training is going to get worse or better in running versus lifting. Now, like I said, it all comes down to give and take, and we see that in so many different areas in life. So for example, if I'm working a construction job, right, and I'm going hard in the paint there, and then maybe I have to go to school afterward, I'm probably gonna be tired. I'm probably not gonna be able to study as well as I can, and vice versa. It's just literally like our bodies are meant to be at balance in some sort of way, and they try to, I would say, give and take in certain areas so that we can perform whatever we're trying to demand of our body. Altogether, running does not decrease your strength. What does decrease your strength is the amount of energy that you are to input into your strength training or your running. That is the only thing I have to say about that, and the only reason why running will not make you weaker solely based on just running. I hope you guys like that video. I don't do a lot of just like sit down videos and just like talking to you guys, but I really wanted to make this video. I thought it'd be fun for me, entertaining for you guys as well. Also just provide some information for you guys, but that was gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys liked today's video. If you guys did, be sure to give it a like. If any of you guys are new here, do not forget to press that subscribe button, because you guys know I will be back. Also, if you guys haven't checked out the marathon prep, please go check that out. Super awesome, just journey. I'm excited to see where we place. I'm excited to see what time we get. And as always, that trying to do what you love. The sky's the limit. I'll see you guys in the next one.